Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy, Airboy. I'm back doing another FanBoyAaron review, and today I'm going to be taking a little look at the Transformers Legacy Leader Class Blitzwing. And now, prior to use and most reviews you'll watch, before we start with the figure, we're going to go over his box really quick. So here you have Blitzwing. He turns into a robot, a jet, and a tank. Very impressive imagery there on the box. This side, just his alt modes. This side, some other characters in Legacy. Oh, and Megatron. I don't think they're releasing a new Megatron. Not yet, anyway. The top of the box, nothing worth mentioning. Bottom, nothing worth mentioning. Back of the box, you got product shots, everything that the figure comes with. I don't see a bio. Yeah, there's no bio. What the hell? There's no bio? Okay, well, there's no bio on the box. Okay, well, I guess just Google Blitzwing if you want to know something about Blitzwing. Well, anyway, here is Blitzwing in his tank mode. As you can see, it's a pretty good tank mode, all things considered. Oh, hold on, I gotta deal with something really quick. Sorry for the weird cut there. I forgot his accessories in my living room. Anyway, here's Blitzwing in his tank mode, and as you can see, it's a very nice looking tank mode, I think, personally. It's not perfect, but compared to past versions of Blitzwing that I've had, honestly, it's probably one of the better ones I've seen in terms of tank mode. If we're talking mainline Blitzwing figures, this one is probably the best they have done so far. And again, not perfect. On each mode, vehicle parts from the other vehicle are going to stick out, like this bit of the nose cone from the jet, or these thrusters. But yeah, if you use your imagination, you could put thrusters on a tank. He's done in a very nice purple and tan color. And granted, it is just another case of a Voyager scaled figure given a leader class price just because he has a bunch of extra accessories. But he's a pretty good quality figure, and there's a lot to him. Like, I like his transformations. And he does roll fairly well. The turret can rotate and move up and down on a little hinge. It's just a stop at a certain place hinge. You have to kind of like manipulate it a little bit to get it to stay in the middle. Otherwise it's straight or that high. And if you want to, you can use the transformation joint to make adjustments too. And that pretty much covers the tank mode. For vehicle mode comparisons for the Blitzwing and the tank mode, here he is next to another tank, Megatron. As you can see, he is roughly the same size as Megatron, maybe a little thinner than Megatron. But then again, this Megatron is a Cybertronian design, whereas this one is based on more of an Earth design. Here he is next to Starscream, Earthrise Starscream. Oh, and that was Netflix Megatron, by the way. I probably should have mentioned that. See how he looks compared to a jet. And I will be doing these vehicle mode comparisons again when I get to the jet. And just so you know how he compares with another figure from the same line, here he is next to Legacy Velocitron Blur. And there we go. Now, Blitzwing does come with a decent number of accessories. First, he comes with 2 of these guns. They are done in a dark purple plastic. I'm not sure how accurate they are to his G1 gun, but he comes with 2 of them. I don't know if he ever used 2. To my knowledge, he only ever had 1. He comes with this sword, which is done like a soft rubber, well, not like a real rubber, but like a really soft plastic. But you know, it's not like super soft. It's just bendable, you know. It has a coat of silver paint on it. And I like the design. And he also comes with these missile pod hand glove thingies. He never had these in any of the older shows. I don't think he's ever been depicted using anything like these. I have no idea what the hell these are or what they're for. So I'm just going to go over what you can do with them. Apparently, one thing you can do is you plug them in here like that. Go in here. I'm just going to go over what you can do with these real quick so I don't have to keep dicking around with them for the rest of the review. Why can't I get it to plug in? Hold on, what am I doing wrong? I'm clearly doing something wrong. Well, no, I'm not. I got it lined up just like that. Get in there. There we go, Jesus. Okay. The way these work on the tank mode is, just plug them in like that, apparently, and now he's got ridiculously big missile pods. Yeah, hold on, I think I put them on backwards. Damn it, get on there. Nope, I had it right. I had it right. There we go. Now he's got ridiculous missile pods that do not make the vehicle mode look good at all. And for the jet mode, what you would do with them, I think, that you would flip these thrusters open like this. And then, well, if I can get the... Hold on. Okay, just a forewarning. These are really hard to separate once you shove them in there like that. Anyway, I think what you would do with them in the jet mode... I'm not going to bother getting the instructions because I don't care for these things at all. I think you would just plug them on like that. I think that's what you're supposed to do with them in the jet mode. I'm not going to bother showing it in the jet mode. I'm not bringing these back until we get in the robot mode. Alright, now I think we covered the tank mode. Let's... Oh, wait. I got to show the weapon storage. You can just... There are various ports all over this thing you can plug the weapons into. Like there. And there. And the sword, you can just plug it on top here, I guess, so it's not in the way of anything. And there you go, that's weapon storage. In jet mode, you would do that just slightly differently. Alright, let's get into the jet mode, shall we? First thing we gotta do is raise our camera a little bit. Alright, after that, I get the camera to focus a little bit too. Pull that up, then basically it just involves untabbing a lot of stuff. Carefully so I don't break it, preferably. Lift that up out of the way. Same on this side. Then you take these tank treads here, you fold them in, and it'll tab right there. Just like that. Same on the other side. Actually, did I even have to... Well, yeah, I kind of did. And again, that'll tab in right there. Then from here, what you want to do is you want to untab. Now I'm going to turn the light on so you can see what I'm doing. Under there, you can see kind of where it connects. You just want to pull that out like that, and that would just tap into that hole right there. Repeat the process on this end. There we go. Then you'll notice there's a double hinge right here. what you're going to want to do is you want to bring it up and collapse it in, just like that. Bring it up, collapse it in, it'll click into place. Right. Then what you want to do is you want to untab it there, in there, bring this, and come up here, untab this bit here, just like that. Then you want to bring this whole assembly up and just kind of move it out of the way for now. From here, what we're going to want to do is you want to flip it upside down, take these arms, bring them, pull them out, bring it down like that. Wait, am I doing that right? I just realized I totally skipped a step. Hold on. All right, then what you want to do here, you want to separate the legs. Then from here, you want to pull these wing bits all the way out, like that. Repeat the process on this side. Pull the wing out all the way, like that. Then we just click everything back together. From here, what you're going to want to do, it's a little tricky to see because there's a lot of stuff that's got to move out of the way. Bring this down, and there should be... Oh, okay, I see. That little tab right there on the hip. I don't know how well you can see that. Oh yeah, that little tab right there on the hip will go in that slot hole right there. Let it click in nice and securely, just like that. And repeat same thing on the other side. Just have it nice and securely, just like that. Then from here, what we're going to want to do, you want to take this bit here, open it up. Then we got to flip out the nose. It can be a little tricky to get out. There we go. Then just close it back up with a nice little click. Then after that, what you want to do is you want to tab that back into place. Then we're going to come under here. You're going to notice there's little tabs there that'll go in those holes right there. Help it close up. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Oh, because I am. You want to tab it in there, and you want to tab it there. So there's actually 4 tabs. You got to. It's mainly just lining up a bunch of tabs. That's all the transformations are. Make sure that's tabbed in correctly. There we go. On the other side, repeat the process. Make sure everything is tabbed in correctly. There we go. Straighten out the wings a little bit. Make sure these bits are up. There we go. Okay. And from here, what you want to do is you want to take these little wing panels here and flip them down like that. Then we come under here to the tank bit, flip that panel open, pull the barrel down like that, close it back up, rotate it around, tab holes on either side of that hinge there for these 2 tabs there, click in securely, and I think that is it. Am I missing something? Oh, no, wait, I forgot. You want to take these panels here, flip them down, and I think that's it. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting stuff? Oh, I did it wrong. Okay. You're actually supposed to bring the tank bit back. These tabs here go into those holes, and that's where that plugs in. I'm pretty sure I got the tank rotated the wrong way. I'm pretty sure I got the tank barrel rotated the wrong way too. Hold on. I'm pulling everything apart. I thought I had the transformation down, but nope, I'm still screwing it up. Okay, rotate that, then plug it in. Now we got access to this landing gear. And you do want it sitting straight down, that way it's even. And now we are done, I think. I feel like I'm forgetting something, or I didn't put something together correctly. Let me double check these arms. Like, I see these two tabs here. Are those meant for something on the arms? No? Yeah, you know, either way, close enough. Here we have Blitzwing in his jet mode. I'll go ahead and turn the light off now. And yeah, it's a good-looking jet mode. I do like how it looks. Again, not perfect. Most versions of Blitzwing, the vehicle parts from the other vehicle are showing. That's pretty much the case for most triple changers, really. But all in all, it's probably this is probably the best-looking Blitzwing we have ever had. Like, I do not have any problems with this overall. Like, this looks really, really good. I do like how this turned out. Let me set the jet there. Hey, actually, I'm going to bring him in so you can get a better look at him one more time. Nice silver touches of paint here and there. Decepticon logos on the wings. I also love how in each vehicle mode, one color is more dominant than the other. Like in the tank, it was mostly tan with touches of purple. In the jet, it's pretty much the polar opposite, as long as you're not looking at it from underneath. I mean, a lot of people are going to complain about that, but, you know, your argument's invalid for two reasons. One, you're not going to be displaying, if you're displaying him in his jet mode, you're not going to be displaying him upside down. And two, I personally rarely leave my Transformers in their vehicle modes. Unless it's, like, they have beast forms, like the Dinobots. Otherwise, they're usually in their robot modes. You flip that landing gear back out. And again, before I get to the vehicle mode comparisons, again, if you want to, you can store the weapons. Just let me squeeze that there. There we go, like that. Squeeze that there, like that. And now the jet has guns, appropriate. And if you want to, you can take the sword and you plug it back underneath the tank or stick it under here. Just wherever you want to put it. Alright, now vehicle mode comparisons. Again, here he is next to Starscream. So you can see how one jet compares to another. Again, it's not perfect, but overall it looks like a decent little jet. I do like how it turned out. He's definitely got a little more mass than Starscream. Probably all those extra tank parts. Speaking of tanks, here he is next to Megatron. So you can get an idea of how he looks with Megatron. And here he is with another Legacy figure, Blur. As you can see, he is substantially bigger than Blur. As he should be, because he is a leader class. Alright, moving on. Let's get to my personal favorite mode, the robot mode. And we're kind of partway there already. Well, not really. I think we're closer to robot mode than tank mode, but what we're going to do is we're going to take these panels, flip them back up, take the nose cone, put it back where it came from. I'm going to lift that up. Some panels can be a little hard to open. Open. Ah! Open. There we go. We flip the nose cone back in. Close it up. Now we're going to tab everything. the majority of the transformation is just taking this little assembly and moving it out of the way half the time. Then from there, what do we want to do from here? We want to pull the tank turret up on its own hinge, rotate it around. I don't think we need to do much more at the back other than that. Oh, and flip out these wings. Right, then from here, what you're going to do is you want to pull that down, flip that in, clip that back up, rotate the head. Then we're going to take this assembly here, bring it down on a double hinged, and pull this assembly up over those two tabs there. I'm going to plug in these holes right here to hold everything in place. Then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take these, bring them up on their double hinge, click them into place, repeat the process on this side, click into place. Then with the legs, what you're going to do is you're going to pull them out, take these parts here, and there's two separate connection points. I'm going to turn the light back on. There's a tab in there. It's going to go in that hole right there. And then the same thing on this side. There's a tab and there's a hole. And it's the same on both ends. Just connect two different tabs into two different holes. Separate the legs. And from here, what you're going to do is you're going to take the wings and just kind of wrap them around. There's a tab there and a hole there. There's a tab there and a hole there. That'll lock everything up. And it looks like this tab is supposed to go into a hole in there, but it doesn't I don't know if it's just a quality issue or if it's like a widespread thing, but for whatever reason, mine does not want to tab in like that. It just sits there. I mean, it's not loose or anything, and it doesn't really pull out unless you force it a little bit, but I feel like it's supposed to tab in there, but it doesn't fully. Well, anyway, just repeat the process. Just wrap the leg around. Like that. Then from here, you just flip the feet up. Oh, you do want to pull this fin out a little bit. Flip it back in. And really, you got two options for how you want the fins. I don't think the instructions were specific about it. I was just more worried about getting the transformation down than anything else. But there is a tab there and a hole on this side of the fin, so you can do it like that. But I do recall in the end of the instructions, they had them facing forward like that. Personally, I'm going to do it this way, because I feel you're less likely to break them. But the instructions have you put them forward. Flip the feet up, flip the feet up. There we go. And that's the legs all done. Then the arms, what you're going to do with the arms is you're going to rotate this bit down, swing it around, come into here, flip the hands out, then you take this bit here and rotate it so it's covering up that gap. And that is a very nice little detail. That is a nice little thing. Totally didn't have to do that, but I like that Hasbro took the time to make it so we can cover the gaps in his arms. You just repeat the process on this end. Rotate the panel down, swing it around, flip the hand out, then just rotate the panel back up. Anyway, it's not perfect, but still, it works, and I think we are done. Yes, we are done. Here we have Blitzwing in his robot mode, and as you can see, it is a very, very beautifully done G1 inspired robot mode. Like, there are very few ways they could have improved this. Like, they did very, very well. Let's bring him in close here so we can get a better look at all these magnificent details. As you can see, his face done in yellow, that blocky square head, and red visor, Decepticon logo there on the chest, bits of silver paint. here and throughout the figure. Lots of nice mechanical detailing all throughout. And rotate around. He does have a bit of a backpack, but I think this is actually screen accurate. I think he had this much backpack in the show. Did I forget something? Is there a tab there? Nope, that's right. Okay. So yeah, I think this is actually screen accurate. I do think all this stuff was on his back. Here we can see the legs. Like, if we're not counting this stuff, which is screen accurate, it's a fairly clean robot mode that is accurate to the depiction in the old cartoon. Like, they could not have done that much better with this guy. Like, leaps and bounds better than the Titans Return one that I had a while ago. Way better than the, what was it, the Thrilling 30? Or was it before that? I can't remember. And, the animated one was okay for its time, but this is easily the best mainline Blitzwing we have ever gotten in a long time. Now, posability, the head is on a ball joint, I think. You can look up, down, rotate around. The arms are designed in a weird way. Like, these shoulders don't move like there. Instead, there's these panels here that lift up that allow them to move forward like that. About that high. Can't really go back that far, just due to everything there. Can't go out that far. There is a bicep swivel. Little over a 90-degree elbow bend. There is wrist articulation. I do like that. There is waist rotation. These skirt pieces here on the hips do lift up to accommodate leg movement, which is about that far up. And not really that far back, but I don't think it needs to go that back. I mean, realistically, how far back can you bend your leg? There is thigh rotation. Quite a bit over 90-degree bend at the knee. And there is a very nice ankle tilt. I wish there was some up and down movement, but no figure's perfect. So yeah, this guy's fairly posable. As he should be, considering he's a leader class figure. And of course, if you want, you can totally give him his weapon. First, I'll show you how you store them. The sword, go right here on his back. The guns, also right here on his back. You gotta do it a specific way, which I did not do. You want it so that the peg you hold it in is facing out. Away from the main turret. And that's how you store the weapons. I wish the peg for the sword was up just a little bit, but otherwise that ain't too bad for weapon storage, especially for the guns. I like the way the guns store on them. But naturally, you want them holding the weapons. You can have them dual wield the guns, or you can do what I prefer, which is one hand with the sword, one hand with a gun. Oh yeah, that's right, the freaking extra bits he comes with. Now again, I don't know what purpose these freaking things serve. I think they're useless, and as soon as this review's over, they're going in a junk drawer. But if you want to, you can totally... Fuck, I don't know. I think the idea is the hand in like that, and it should plug into his forearm, I think. Or was it? Or are they supposed to plug into his hands? I don't. It'd be nice if everything would cooperate with me during this freaking review. I need more light. There we go. Well, the idea is he's supposed to hold them and use them as, like, big rocket fists, but, you know, I don't care for these. I don't even know what the hell they're supposed to be. I never seen him use them in any comic illustrations or in the games or whatever. Hell, he wasn't even in the game, so I'm not using these. I will acknowledge their existence and tell them they are in there, and if you want to use them and do like them, you know, more power to you, but I don't care for them. Besides, Blitzwing doesn't really need the extra firepower, especially this figure. He comes with 2 guns and a sword. He doesn't need a whole hell of a lot else. Also, he turns into a tank, so he's already got more than enough extra firepower. Alright, let me get him straightened out here. So we can do robot mode comparisons. Just let me move that there. Let me straighten them out. And here we go. There you go. He looks how handsome. Alright. Here he is next to Legacy Blur. As you can see, he's a bit bigger than Blur. Here he is next to Starscream. So you can see how he looks next to another flyer. And yeah, he's a little beefier than Starscream. And last but not least, here he is with his leader, Megatron. As you see, Megatron's just a bit taller, which I think is appropriate. And I think that pretty much covers Blitzwing here. Now, as he stands, he is currently about 6.5 inches, maybe a little under 6.5 inches. And at the time of release, which is pretty much at the time this video has been posted, he's going for about $55, $60, depending on where you get him from. And I found mine at TFCon, but I know for a fact he's at Target right now. I'm pretty sure he's been popping up at some Walmarts. So you shouldn't have too much trouble finding him, but the question is he worth finding? Do I recommend this figure, and do I think he is worth that high price, despite being another case of the Voyager class figure with leader class price because of extra shit? Yes, I do think he is worth the price. Despite the fact he comes with things that you will probably never use, I think he is well worth that price. He is a very well engineered, well detailed, very, very good figure. And if you can find him, I would definitely recommend picking him up. Anyway, this has been the Transformers Legacy Leader Class Blitzwing review. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.